What's happening? What's happening, good people, man? I'm smiling because I don't want to actually start sounding like I'm complaining, but I'm not, and I'm not complaining. It's just that this is day two of me feeling like crap, but I feel better than I did last night. Last night I had the chills. I don't even know what's going on, y'all. Probably so much work. Anyways, I got my fruit this morning. I got some cantaloupe here. This plate was filled with fruit, but as I was uploading the other video, I was just eating fruit. I also have my number one dad cup of water. You know, writers need liquid. Writers need liquid. As we write, as the creative process takes over, we need liquid to keep us flowing. And I have some dandelion tea because, like I said, I was feeling kind of bad. So I'm gonna finish my fruit, and I'll be back in a second. And on my plate now, I have some cantaloupe. Well, I just ate the last cantaloupe. I have honeydew. I have a few grapes, one piece of pineapple, and one piece of mango. Anyways, I'll be back in a second. Y'all hold tight. Okay, and we're back. My fruit is gone. I have some water here. I have some tea, some dandelion tea, and we're going to get right into it, y'all. As Henry and Jacob continued on the path through the deep woods, enthusiasm was causing time to move like molasses. For the boy, each step felt as if his shoes were filled with mud. And I had to burp, I'm sorry. It had been a while since they made the trip, and being that it was overdue, he was primed. Stepping on twigs and leaves, hearing the blue jays call out to their fellow family, while swiping away at the occasional spider web 20 yards or so from the pond, the smell of fresh water began growing stronger, captivating Jacob as they got closer. Originally, the 2-acre pond was a simple pit with no embankment, just a drop-off dug out by a small paper mill back in the early 90s. The purpose of the hole was for dumping scrapped lumber, and it would have been covered after it was filled, but fortunately the hole was left unattended to for many years before being discovered by Henry and his friend Shug. The small mill never had the opportunity to dump anything in the hole due to bankruptcy and eventually shutting down. Now the hole and everything else on the property belonged to the bank, who couldn't seem to give the land away. Thanks to Henry and Shug, the exclusive pit had been stocked with every kind of freshwater fish that was native to the state of South Carolina. Coming closer to the pond, along with the rich smell, there was a collection of yellow flowers on the side of the path, readying the boy for what he'd been waiting on for so long. I'm gonna leave that there. I'll highlight this because, readying. I'll highlight that, and we'll come back to that at a later date. All right. Now, so I'm gonna move on. So I'm gonna change this to black. I'm gonna move on. We're not gonna stay on this too long. That's black. Now I'm turning this to green, so I'll know where to start to next time. All right. Where's my green? I think that's it. No, that's not the green. Y'all, it's, in the early days, getting back into writing, it's not easy when you've not written so long, but it's even harder when you're like, I like this week, I think I was at 40 hours on like Wednesday, I think. So I think this week is going to be like a 20 hour overtime, and I'm on call this week, this weekend. Anyways, let me change the screen. So it's, and you're going to have little small things. If you're trying to write a book, you're going to have things. Just like if you're trying to work out, if you're trying to stop smoking, if you're trying to stop drinking, you're going to have little things that you cause that just pop up. And you got to be prepared. You got to know that, hey, this is part of the deal. That's all you can do. I'm going to leave it there. I don't care. All right, so hearing the bold croak of a frog, then seeing it in the distance as it dove from one giant lily pad down through the dark surface of the water, then noticing a group of turtles as they slid into the water, evading intruders, it was official. The magic had begun. Try not to make too much noise, said Henry. Why not, Daddy? Why not, Daddy? Asked Jacob. Cause it is hot up in here. My office feeling, I had chills last night and now I'm hot. And, I wouldn't be surprised if what just happened here. It just knocked me all the way back. I wouldn't be surprised if I got chills again. Alright. Why not, Daddy? Try not to make too much noise. Try not to make too much noise, said Henry. I guess so. Jacob is around 10 years old, so I guess that would be a question. If he's inquisitive, that would be a question. So yeah, I'll leave that. Why not, Daddy? Asked Jacob. Cause if there's any gators in the pond, noise is gonna stir them up. He might come after you. How do you spell ya? That's how you spell ya, right? He might come after you. The man insisted. Might get you. Might get you right in that plump belly, he added while grabbing the boy's stomach. Wow. Grabbing or gripping. I don't want him to grab the boy's stomach, but anyways, we're gonna keep going. I ain't scared of no gator. I ain't scared of no gator. Jacob. I ain't scared of no gator. Jacob giggled. But if I saw Bigfoot, I'd probably run all the way. No, we're not gonna do that. I'll probably run all the way home like the Flash, leaving you standing right there, leaving you standing right here. I'm sorry, Daddy, but I ain't messing with no Bigfoot. I ain't messing with no Bigfoot, said Jacob with a laugh. Watching his son as he painted his words with animation, that chubby face. Alright, so I'm not saying he has a plump belly. I don't need to put in parentheses. Watching his son as he painted his words with animation, Henry pressed hard to contain the laughter. But the boy continued, overly expressing how fast he'd move, looking into his son's eyes, seeing them stretch wider with every expression, remembering those same eyes on his face as his father when he told on his face, remembering those eyes on the face of his father when he told his elaborate stories. Soon Henry found himself so jammed with amusement he could no longer contain himself. He exploded with chuckles, hissing and spewing before coughing out laughter everywhere. And as he snickered and hooted, his son continued to over-exaggerate, driving the stake deeper into his father's funny bone. Okay, I like that. Gasping, Henry bent with one hand on a knee and the other was holding his belly, pleading for his son to stop. He called for a timeout, by putting one finger in the air. Little Jacob had inherited his late grandfather's innate ability to drum up laughter in the simplest ways. He was a shark swimming in a sea of humor, and when he smelled blood, there was no letting up until there were tears. I'm telling you, Daddy. It's Saturday morning, by the way, y'all, if I didn't say that already. I'm telling you, Daddy, I'd run to the moon if I had to, the boy said, pronouncing the word as though a cow. I'd run to the moon. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'd run to the moon, the boy said. Maybe if when I come back here, if I feel like he should say it a certain kind of way, maybe I'll put that back in. But right now, we're just gonna say that. I'm telling you, Daddy, I'd run to the moon if I had to, the boy said. And if one of those big old gators was to bite my foot off, I'd run like Kunta Kinte. So now we got Kunta Kinte, that's an old movie. Okay, so we got to remember, Jacob is, I don't know right now, I don't know what time frame this is. I think I said this in an earlier video. I don't know when to, what year to put on the story, but I'm gonna highlight the Kunta Kinte thing right now because I don't know, like Kunta Kinte. All right, so I'm gonna highlight all this because I don't know about this. We might have to find somebody else. As Henry continued laughing hysterically, joyful tears ran down his face. Or were running down his face. His sun-baked face, a handsome bronze face, a face that had seen so much in his 38 years. Soon it was like rivers traveling through alluvial valleys. Alluvial? That's just a fancy word. Streams of tears had found his thick beard like Botswana, Okavango Delta. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's been a while, y'all, like 5 years, so I don't know what that. I don't even know what I'm saying right here. I think that's a river. Explain why he'd gone to prison. So I guess he also went to prison. So let me highlight it here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this red, because it's already 14 minutes and so. And let me go back up here. We left off in the green. Y'all, we are on page 3, so we are moving amazingly slow, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right here. This is the deal. This is what's happening. It's going down. And I'm not enjoying it yet. I'm not. We'll see what happens. Leave a comment. This is Anthony L. Kelly. Hit that like button, subscribe. Till next time, I'm out.